This is the Tier 10 Italian tech tree tank destroyer, the Minotauro. It's a vehicle that features a pretty dangerous gun, decent mobility for how frontally heavily armored it is, great gun depression, and overall is just a pretty strong tank in most situations. Well, this is also the #1 performing vehicle in Tier 10. It has the highest win rate on average out of every other vehicle. Even the Mouse does not get as high of a win rate as the Minnow. They're pretty close, it's only about a 0.2 difference, but still, this tank does pretty insane. If you are performing, let's say 50% win rate, on average you'll go 53% in the Minnow. And while 3% doesn't sound like a huge difference, it is, and it will definitely help you if you want to win more games. So in today's video, we're going to be seeing just exactly how the Minnow performs. Now, we are in the obviously changed matchmaking, so might be a little bit harder than normal. The Minnow is usually a tank that does very well against players that don't know how to fight it, because its armor is only really effective when you don't know where its weak spots are. But if you do, and you know how to deal with it, it's not too bad of a tank to fight. I mean, yeah, it still hits hard, but if you know the weak spots, it can definitely be overcome pretty quickly. The side armor is absolutely trash. The track wheels are very easy to cut through when it over angles, and it obviously has very little DPM. So if you have the opportunity to rush this tank when it's on reload and get behind it, that is going to be the end of this vehicle very quickly. I was going to do today's video in ratings, however, ratings is not out yet, so I'm not able to do that at the current time. Ratings comes out in 2 hours. Yeah, that's the only problem with ratings. Wargaming releases it at like 3 or 4 p.m. my time, which just isn't optimal for me. I don't like to record my videos that late. But let's see what we can do. We got two 2.6A version 4s in Platoon, and that's a pretty dangerous tune. Unfortunately, the one guy's kind of AFK where we wanted to go. But let's see. Up against us, we got a 57 Heavy. We got an E5, an E6, a 5A. Okay, I mean, they got some strong vehicles. Alright, well, at least everybody's here. You can see the mobility on the Minnow while we're making our way into position. It goes about 35 kilometers per hour, which, you know, isn't anything incredible, but it's fast enough for the most part that you'll get into position fairly quick. We got the, well, a pretty strong lineup of vehicles over here, and we're just going to maneuver our way on up. Keep on going. Alright, nice. We wanted to get right up into the front line here. E5 shot. This is obviously, well, I would love to get a shell into the 5A. There you go. I was going to say I want to shoot that 5A, but the type on our team was making that a little bit annoying. Okay, so our 2.6A version 4 is trying to hold the other side. I'm going to chill over here, and I'm kind of hoping that the... Oh, there you go. We got the 5A again. He pens me, which is rather surprising, to be honest. Our Type 71... You see, I could, like, easily clear this 5A at any really given moment, but right now my teammate is making it a little challenging to do that. There you go, we got a shell into you. Let's back on up now. E5 shoots my teammate again. They're getting bled. That's the good news. They are definitely getting bled quite a bit, even though this this type is bleeding his health for really no reason. Alright, let's just see if we can bonk 57 again. There you go. Nice 440 shot. And there you go. Bye-bye. Alright, sweet. Not too bad. Now we just reload. Our BZ got a nice bonkaroonie into that player. And let's see if I can maybe shoot the 4005. I don't care about this E5, but he's wasting my time. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just ignore this player here. I'm going to push up. I'm going to get some damage out into the 5A if I can. 2 shots should do the trick, or not. Alright, well, let's get behind him at least, and let's get an HE out. There you go. Let's hope that our BZ gets the clearing shot. Nah, I'll just finish him off. That gets the job done. I mean, yeah, I'm on a reload for a while, but I think it's more important just to clear that player. It was a little annoying that my first shot missed the way it did, but it's not the end of the world. 4005 is quite low on health. So is our team, though. Our team is bleeding quite quickly. Type 71's going to die, and really all that we have at this point is the Caro. That's really the only healthy player left. Oh boy. Yep, there goes 626 of my HP, which I really can't do anything about. So what I'm hoping right now is I can push to the rear of the E5. There you go. I get 1 shell into his vehicle. Of course, 268 bonks me again, and I'm dead. Oh well. I really wanted to get that Really wanted to get that T-125, but the 268, do you see that shell he managed to hit me with right in the back corner there? I mean, that's just kind of insane, so well. But it wasn't going to be a win either way. The Minnow just doesn't have the DPM to deal with these kind of situations, and that's where it definitely falls apart pretty quickly. Because even if I had tried to hold the 268, 140 still would have just flanked to my side at any moment, and then I would have died. So it's not like our BZ was going to be able to beat that full health E5 anyway. We did pretty good, 3,800 damage. We had a 268 version 4 and a T57 heavy, both deal 0 damage. And as we went over, the new matchmaker basically makes it impossible to win the majority of battles you play as a skilled player. So, yeah, little unfortunate. In retrospect, it probably would have been smarter if I had just stayed and stared at the 268. I probably could have gotten some more damage out. My thought process was if I could get to the rear of that E5 fast enough before the 268 reloaded, I could possibly HE him, which would allow our BZ to one-shot him. I could then turn around and deal with the 140 and 268. And I do think that would be the best play. Just unfortunately in that result, it wasn't. So, up against us in this battle, we have Akaro, Akron, 2 V4s again, the same players, and we got a 57 heavy. Okay, they got a lot of, honestly, cringe takes. Like, the whole lineup they have is pretty cringe. We have 2 mice. I don't know what's up with these tunes playing absolutely weird vehicles in tune, but 2 mice on Black Goldville is one of the worst things that you could probably have, so this is not going to be a great lineup for us. Alright, we're going to go wide. We're going to see what we can do here. We should do okay. As I said, the Minnow is actually surprisingly mobile. Like, it's got more frontal protection than the majority of tier 10s, and yet it's also got more mobility than really any of the German super heavies, which allows it to be quite aggressive in its positioning. So we are making our way up into the caves here. We can see a VK-72 in mid. Interesting, so they just haven't gone here. Okay. Well, that's an odd start. See what we can do about that. VK-72 is working the middle spot. So used to playing on Supremacy where the base cap kind of does something, but obviously here it really doesn't make a difference. So we are going to maneuver wide. Maybe we will run into a tank destroyer of some sort. Let's just chill. Oh, we're spotted probably. No, we're not. I thought that VK would have seen the corner of my tank's turret, but that does not appear to be the case. Alright, we got the V4, we got the 57 off to the side, aiming. There you go. 1 shell into the 57, and... oh, okay. Well, that is just classic Minnow gun there. The Minnow is obviously not what we would consider an accurate vehicle, especially at distance. This is not how you want to drive the tank. You want to drive it pretty close to your opponents, and you'll do quite a bit better. We're just going to reload, though, for now. We got 5 more seconds left on our reload. V4 just rushed in. We got the 57 off to the side, and there you go. 1 shell into the 57. Unfortunate again. It's every second shell we're not able to hit as of right now. We can see that there is somebody in the base capture. But I'm not going to be the first one to just drive down there, especially when we have 2 mice, so I'll wait a little bit. We're going to reload anyway. I will go wide here if I can. Try and get to the side of the VK. Hopefully, again, I'm not spotted. I am not. Okay, that's pretty important. So let's head to the side of this VK. Let's see if we can get some damage into his vehicle. That's obviously going to be quite nice if we can. There he is. Alright, let's aim. Wow, okay, unfortunate. VK is probably going to try and aim at me through that little crack. Not too worried about the VK, to be honest. We're just going to maneuver down low. And we should be able to kind of push him out here. So let's see. Let's aim it on his lower plate. There you go. 1 nice shell. Now we back on up. We reload. Got 8 more seconds left on our reload before we can get another shell out. This is where the Minnow's DPM feels a little bit lackluster, because obviously in this tank you want to try and get out as much damage as you can, but the most DPM possible in this tank is when you shoot it. Oh boy, that's going to be really annoying. It's going to be incredibly annoying. Okay, well thankfully we got the bounce, but you know what? I'm going to aim it on the WZ if I can. I literally cannot pen that tank anywhere. It's actually kind of funny, to be honest. There you go. We get another pendant to you. Let's aim it on the WZ's lower plate. There you go. 614 shell into his vehicle. And I'm not going to dump my last shell because it's obviously not worth it. But I'm going to back up right now so that the WZ doesn't have the shot on me. And there you go. One easy shell into his vehicle. And bye-bye. Yeah, that was such a great play, bro. Oh, yeah. Crazy plays. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. The only problem is we are on reload now for the next 14 seconds. I'm going to pretend like I have shots. So this VK isn't going to really know what to do. So that'll be fine either way. But, yeah, right now I literally don't have shells. So we'll just push that VK into our teammate. I'm going to ignore the VK for right now if I don't have to shoot him. However, I was going to say I'll shoot him now, but obviously it doesn't matter. Bonk. Long live the 57 heavy. And all that's left is the Kron, so this is a pretty good game, actually. We were able to get out a pretty solid chunkaroonie. Of course, my teammate had the die, completely blocking every single possible angle I had there. Little annoying, not gonna lie, but we still got a 500 damage pendant to the Kron, and our teammate finishes him off. So, as we can see, the Minnow is a great tank. Its armor works very well, and the alpha damage allows you to absolutely bonk people. People don't want to fight this tank because of the way the gun works, and if you play it properly, it is almost impossible to push this vehicle. I'm not surprised that those V4s in Platoon were the worst two players on the game, judging that the last battle I played, they were one of the worst tunes on my team. But yeah, the gun on the Minnow is quite dangerous, and a lot of people don't realize it actually has decent DPM. Like, 2,300 is more than enough on single shot to get the job done, especially judging that you have 2 additional shells that you can absolutely dump into people. So I really like this tank. I think it's not underrated because it's one of the top performing vehicles, but I do think that a lot more people don't drive it, and I actually think it's fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.